alive.
Well, I actually am not the happiest cookie on the planet because I recorded this yesterday and I was so happy with it. The video was about 58 minutes long or something like that in the end. It was the first time I'd played Black Ops 4 for a few months. And yeah, I was well happy with how it turned out. I managed to talk about a lot of things in that time. And I got quite deep, and I got quite personal, and I was happy with how it came out. And then I realised that the audio was all fucked up. So, if the audio for this video is all fucking dodgy, I'm not going to be happy.
First rule of interdimensional time travel.
Pissed me right off. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick it on 6. It was on 10. We'll stick it on 6. If it fucks up again, I'm not going to be fucking happy.
Mine apologies for you using that arm.
Really won't be happy. But yeah, what we're doing anyway, we're doing the Secret Source Challenge. Mainly because I know the Warframe things have been absolutely popping off, and I love Warframe. Warframe is such a phenomenal game. There's no other way of describing Warframe other than phenomenal. Playing it, I've been addicted. I've taken breaks. I've taken a year break. I've taken a 6-month break. I don't just sit there and play Warframe. And obviously, when I really got back into Warframe, I started making the Warframe videos. And then I started doing the build videos, which are what really exploded the channel. Exploded the channel. And I am the type of person, that's perfect, where I can't sit and play the same thing over and over and over again. Now I can grind, but eventually you hit the point where you don't want to grind no more. And we obviously had the event in Warframe, which I literally played for 3 days straight. I woke up at 12, I went to bed at 4. It was Scarlet Spear, which was the event. I played that all day for about 3 or 4 days straight. I got everything out of the event store that there was there, you know, the special event currency. Bought it all. And you know, that's a lot of time to be playing something. And like I said, I got sick of it. Shit happens. You know, I can't do the same thing over and over again. So before I keep talking about that, before we get all over the place, so the Secret Source Challenge, for those of you that have not seen one of these yet, this is the 3rd one in the series. There is a zombies playlist on my channel, which is everything zombies related. I've done 2, this is the 3rd one, just to let you know. So Secret Source, there's a perk called Secret Source that you get to choose. Secret Source means that you get a random perk, basically. So it's a random perk challenge. But not only that, it's a 2-box challenge as well. So whatever I get out of the box here, I've got to take and I've got to use. So I get 2 spins. Great. This is fucking great. All gun. This is going to be a very quick video. Oh, goody. I'm not looking forward to this at all. But yeah, this is it. Now, if I get Mule Kick, I can go and get another weapon from the box. But it has to be random. I can't go and buy a wall weapon. But yeah, what was I saying about Burnout? Yeah, so yeah, I just got burnt out. That's what it is. I've played too much, and I needed something else. So that's why there will probably be a little bit less Warframe on the channel. But it wasn't just Warframe. You know, before Warframe it was zombies. Before zombies it was Battlefield. But a lot of you won't know that. But when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, I want to be just diverse. I want to play whatever I want. Great. Fucking great. Yeah, I was just playing whatever, and then once I really started getting into it, I said Battlefield 4, did a lot of Battlefield 4 multiplayer. I'm actually a really good Battlefield 4 player. That's a game I should have played a little bit more, to be honest. But yeah, I streamed that a lot. Every day I was at a Battlefield stream. And then after Battlefield it was zombies, I think. I want to say it was zombies after that. Streamed a lot of zombies. And yeah, I got bored of bored of zombies, and then I played Warframe. So now I've hit the point where there'll be no more. Well, there won't be no more. There'll just be less. So, sure, you guys watching will be the exact same. Like I said, I love Warframe. I love everything about it. I don't even know where this shotgun is to buy ammo. But yeah, like I said, just gonna stop for a little bit. So there'll be a lot more diverse selection of games. What I want to do, I want to find a game that I can sort of play through in the background, but not like a game with a story, an open worldy game like 7 Days to Die. I might start playing that in the background, or I think of other open world games I've got, but that's the first one that comes to mind. I wanted just something that I could continuously play in the background that didn't have a story or that didn't need to be finished. So maybe that's the game to play. So there's a couple up there. You know, there's obviously Fallout 76 and things like that. There's loads of games I could play. And that's really where I'm at there at the moment. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about the other day, because whenever I made that video, it was amazing. The way I was talking, the audio. If the audio had fucked up, that video was so perfect. It's actually depressing.
Power restored. I know how much you hate power, Airwolf. Don't even think about knocking it out again.
This could be bad.
Look, everyone, he's been reborn, just like he always says. Isn't that spectacular?
Not really. Not when he doesn't die.
No, Airwolf. Could take a we'll be right here when you wake up. Pinky promise.
Hey. There we go. But yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. So you'll be seeing a lot more different videos. Quick revive, that's a good perk. Very good perk in this game.
Evolving inside of the bottle.
Is there a shield part over here? No. Just got a max ammo.
Incoming canines! Brace yourselves!
Oh, these perks really do. These weapons aren't the best either. That's quite depressing. But I know I started off talking about the difference and some opinions on Black Ops 4. I love Black Ops 4. I think Black Ops 4 is underrated. I really do. I think this game's amazing. I think people just... I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it gets as much hate as it does. Whenever someone sits there and tells me why they dislike this game, their reasoning is never... I don't want to say believable. What perk are we getting? Bandit. Okay. That's pretty decent. That's great. If I could get Mule King now, or Dying Wish, that'd be great. But yeah, whenever someone gives me a reason why they hate this game, the perk system is always what comes up first. Now, I don't understand that argument at all. I think that's a bullshit argument. You don't like how the perks are, so you don't like having the option to pick. Yeah, like, come on. I mean, it's your opinion at the end of the day. You can feel or believe or do anything like that. You can pick what you want. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I don't believe that. Oh, I don't like the perk system. But you literally get the option to pick what perk you want. I don't get it. But if you don't like that, I don't like that. But if you think about it from... I really hate the old perk system. Whenever you play Black Ops 3, you have to buy junk. There's no... Well, what if? No, there's no what if. If you don't have Jug, you die. It's as simple as that. You have to be 10 out of 10, no mistake player to not use Jug. Now, I think what it is, you know, we've had the core 4 perks, you know, Jug, Speed Cola, Quick Revive and Double Tap. They've been the core 4 since the game pretty much started, you know, and I think everybody's just grown attached to those perks, and that's it. They don't want to change. But, you know, when they put all the effort into making new perks, it's like no one uses them. You know, when they added in Widow's Wine, how many people buy that in their if they're not using a perkaholic and they have to buy just 4 perks, are they going to buy Widow's Wine? I don't think so. And then they got obviously Deadshot, which I think is an underrated perk in my opinion. No one's going to buy Deadshot. You know, you're not going to sway away from the core 4. So it makes sense. And you know, even when they did the, you know, when he was before Black Ops 4 even come out, and they were talking through it, it was like, well, we added all the old perks back in, and all of these different perks, everybody just uses the same ones. So it's like, what's the point in adding in new perks? It's like, yeah, basically, what is the point? Why spend all that time working on creative new perks when we're not going to use them? And I think this perk system's 10 times better. I think a lot of people also complain about you feeling too powerful at the start of the game. I mean, I get it to an extent, but like you're gonna get powerful at the end of the game. You know, it doesn't take long to get powerful in zombies, so that I don't agree with that at all. But I don't agree with any of the criticism. But you know, it is what it is. I don't think Black Ops 3 is as good of a game as everybody makes it out to be. I think it's got its problems, but Black Ops 4 has its problems as well. So, you know, it is what it is. I have tried to make a Black Ops 4 video many a times, going over my thoughts and opinions on it, and I never finish it. I sat down and scripted a whole Black Ops 4 video, and yeah, I just never did it in the end. Because I can't read off a script. I never have been. I know people can just write down a script and they can do their own thing, but I can't do it. If I write a script down, you can blatantly tell I'm reading a script. It's yeah, quite annoying how some people can do it so much better than I can. That's just rude. Have you done it? Yeah, I've done it. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, when I script videos now, I don't do it anymore. I did it yesterday. Oh, I collect that. Look at that. Get in. I wrote down bullet points. That's how I do it. So I wrote down. I only had 4 bullet points down on yesterday. We can go and get our other perk. Actually, have we got time? Please be meal kick. Please be meal kick. It's not meal kick. It's electric burst. Okay. But that I ever scripted and tried to properly script it, and that was the Rainbow Six Legion video. I scripted that, and it was so obvious that that was a script. It was quite annoying. So yeah, we don't do that no more. We just go off the top of the head. You know, I get people do it differently, don't they? So. I'm obviously not one for scripts.
Really, that is exceptionally rude.
Just better, my guy.
Not look at me in that tone of voice.
Right.
Set it
Oh
down
shit, I
there.
forgot about that.
Prepare
This has
for
explosive
battle
rounds. Look at that, that's mad.
Do not mistake expedience for mercy. I am a very
Yeah, what was I talking
busy
about?
doctor.
I want to do that, but what I'll do.
So that I might lacerate you once again.
I was talking about scripting or whatever, but yeah, I don't think Black Ops 4 is as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Really don't. I think this game is so much better than everybody talks about it, and I believe, personally, the reason that it's as hated as it is the maps. You know, I think one of the reasons all of the previous CODs have such replayability, I suppose it is because the maps are just so much better.
It's just a twisted little pocket dimension.
Like Black Ops 3 maps are so good. Like the Giant, phenomenal map. Moon is a really good map. Ascension is such an insane map. And yeah, they're not Black Ops 3 maps, but they are really good in that Black Ops 3 engine as such.
Of course, a chronicle of all time would
And
fail.
if
Nothing is certain until it
I don't know, I
is.
think if Chronicles 2 had have happened, and you know the maps like Buried and that and Town and all that saved it a little bit in my
I
opinion.
have had better days, better lifetimes.
Because with this game, you know, you've got, obviously you've got 8 maps.
To what end?
Voyage, which is a dog shit map. Yeah, Voyage sucks.
Well, this was completely worth coming to a nightmarish hell prison.
Yeah, Voyage of Despair is a terrible map. It could have been so much better than it actually is, and no, it sucks ass. 9 is a really good map. Classified is a fucking really good map, and then Blood I think is a really good map. I prefer Blood over Mob personally. You know, you can prefer what you want. It's up to you. I don't care what you prefer. Good for you. I prefer this over Mob. I don't think Mob's as good as everybody rates it as, personally. But you know, I do understand the
All of you, and all your stinking, shambling relatives.
I do understand the appeal, personally, and I get it. But at the same time, you know, I respect your opinion, so I respect mine. I like Black Ops 4. If you don't like Black Ops 4, that's your opinion, whatever. But yeah, I really like Black Ops 4, and I prefer Blood, personally. I like this map. So there's 4 maps, so 3 out of 4 are good, and then what do you get? You get Dead of the Night, which is a terrible map. The map layout sucks. The characters are cool. They are cool characters, but it's like, I don't care about them. But they're cool. Mainly because Charles Dance is in it. And he's that fucking, I don't even remember his name now, it's been that long since I watched it, but he's, you know, he's obviously Daddy Lannister from Game of Thrones, which is, it was so much, what was I going to say? The sort of let down that map was. Then you've got Alpha Omega. Oh no, you don't. You have Ancient Evil, which is a shit map in my opinion. I think it's fucking garbo. What does it have? Like the wonder weapons. Yeah, they were all right. But yeah, there are better wonder weapons in other maps. And then you've got Alpha Omega is a garbage map. Nuketown's a shit map. Yeah, we're just gonna go now. We're gonna go to the campy spot. Yeah, Nuketown is an overrated garbo map. I don't like it at all. And it's just Nuketown with a little bit of extra, but you got the underground, obviously the bunkers and all that kind of stuff, but you can't go down there because you will die instantly. So you can't play that map. That map sucks. You've got... What's the last one? Tag the Totem. That map was shit.
Amazing what one can do with a little accelerant.
I know it was obviously Call of the Dead, and I know a lot. I personally, I've never played Call of the Dead on the original engines. I've actually never played any of the previous DLC maps on older games. I mean, World at War, I didn't have the money back in day. On the original Xbox and things like that, I never had that kind of money. So I was stuck with the core maps. I think the first time I managed to buy a DLC for a zombies game was Black Ops 2, actually. Buried was my first DLC map, and Buried is my favourite map. I really wanted a Buried Chronicles 2. I would have streamed the absolute shit out of Buried on this game. And yeah, Tag the Totem was just an absolute fucking disappointment. And the ending to Zombies, you know, the game I've been playing for so long, and for it to end the way it did. You know, I started playing Zombies when I was 8 years old. I played World at War when it came out. I didn't have it myself. It was actually lent to me by a friend, and I can remember going around his house and playing it split screen with him, Nakda on Totem, on the original Xbox, getting to like around 20 and being super happy with myself. If we made it past 20, we were so hyped. Yeah, and then what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I've been playing this for years, so yeah, you know, I followed the story from World at War, and obviously Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I played them, bought them, got them for birthdays or Christmases, one or the other. When they came out, played the shit out of them. Didn't really like Black Ops 1 Zombies over Black Ops 2. I think Kino is a top 3 map for me, probably. But yeah, I preferred Black Ops 2 Zombies over Black Ops 1 Zombies. Gonna risk it. Oh. No. Oh. What was I saying? Yeah, playing the shit out of Zombies. So yeah, so I followed the story. You know, you start watching all the videos on the Easter eggs and sick. Yeah, so we follow along this story, you know, you learn about the meteors and all that kind of stuff, and then you start following the characters and things like that. Oh, sick. There we go.
Chemistry was always my first love.
Yeah, so follow the story along, you know, you start learning about all the characters, you start following along, and then the way Tag the Totem ended, I think the ending for this game was so fucking dog shit, it's actually pathetic. It was so unsatisfying. The fact that we didn't even have a proper cutscene for a start. You know, that we had those shitty, like, arty, comic booky endings was like that. Come on now. I mean, it was blatantly obvious that they were out of money, and it was just literally make it just to say we've made it. But yeah, there's another thing with the shit ending that was phenomenal, and that is also known as Game of Thrones. You know, back in the day, if you hadn't watched Game of Thrones, you were doing something wrong with your life. You were actually looked down upon. And you know, seasons 1 through 7 were just 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I mean, some of the deaths in them were really annoying, but they were still, it was still amazing. And then, yeah, the way it ends, that whole last season was just such arse. That was the most unsatisfying ending I think I've ever seen in my life. It was so shit. So this sniper sucks, is what I'm getting out of this. And yeah, Game of Thrones was, like I said, 10 out of 10 all the way up till season 7. And season 8 or whatever was, it was blatantly a cash grab. It was like, we've run out of ideas, let's just make something because it's got Game of Thrones in the title and they'll buy it. And yeah, it went from 12 out of 10 to fucking like 4. That ending was so bad. I would much rather they don't have an ending at all. If they didn't have an ending, it would be so much better than the one we got. Which leads back to the whole, you know, sometimes less is more. And I know they ended it. I don't know if they ever give a reason for ending it, but I don't know whether they were just ending it just to get it done with. I don't know. I really don't know, but it was so bad. And then, yeah, it was just, the ending for this was so unsatisfying. It was shit. You know, some people enjoy it, and yeah, it's great for you, but I was so unhappy with it. I pulled filler maps. If they wanted to add in a new side group of characters, cool, I don't care. I'm not really bothered about the characters so long as the map's playable and decent. If they would have just, you know, maps like Town, you know, decent replayable ones where you're not giving a shit about the characters, you don't need to do a bajillion Easter eggs, you haven't got to look for every single book on a shelf in a certain order and spin 1,000 levers just to get a fucking ending cutscene. I mean, I really don't like the Easter eggs in zombies. I think they're shit. They're not even worth doing. Personally, but, you know, I know people make their YouTube channels out of them, whatever. I don't like doing them. Yeah, so what they should have done, they should have stopped after blood. They should have added in a couple filler maps. Rewrote or whatever. Completely strip the ending down and completely do it again. And, you know, it would have been perfect, because obviously the whole pandemic swept over the world and completely ended everything. And now we've got, yeah, now they would have had months and months to sit down and write a script and a proper story. And it would have been so much better than the ending we got, in my opinion. It would have been better than the one we got anyway. I don't know, that's just how I feel. Like I said, you can't have a storyline last for so many years and then end it the way they did. I mean, the story for me personally has gone downhill ever since Black Ops 3. I think the second they started adding all these multiverses and all that shit in it, it's just, it's like, yeah, whatever. And you start adding in so many different versions of the same character, it's like, yeah, I'm not interested now, I don't care. You know, it was cool when the first time they introduced, like, the Origins crew. And they were like the same characters but younger. And it's like, yeah, that's quite cool. You know, we didn't realise that they were gonna then try and introduce them in with, oh, they're alternate versions of these from a different universe. After Shadows, the story just become completely irrelevant to me.
Namely, one of you.
Personally, I didn't care for it at all. Why should I care? Because it's like, well, if he dies, then just
Acid showers activated.
bring him back in another timeline, in another world, somewhere else, whatever.
So fluorophosphoric.
Okay.
I have questions. There is flames, you filthy imps. Marvelous one. It would make a mess as a copper.
So yeah, going back anyway. What was I talking about? I was about to say something then. Oh, I know what I was going to do, yeah. So, add a few filler maps in, work on the story, right? For Black Ops 4. Add in some town,
Not going
rework a couple really old maps that have never been done, do whatever. Yeah, and then bring out, you know, finish the story properly in Black Ops 5. If you want to add in another group of characters, like another side crew or whatever, that's fine, but make them better than the Chaos crew, for fuck's sake. Make them actually likeable. Chronicles 2. Bring that out for this game. Mainly because I just want Buried. That's the only one I'm interested in.
amazing what one can do with a little accelerant with a spark of determination.
Yeah, I like what they were doing with the weapons in this game, you know, adding in a few weapons here and there. I mean, that's not considered DLC in my book. Adding in a new sniper and an SMG every 6 months or 4 months or whatever it was in the Black Ops 4 life or whatever, it's that's that. Like increasing the longevity or whatever. I don't I don't think so. But I don't know where I'm going on that, but yeah, the ending was dog shit for this game. The ending to the game we've been playing for the last 10, 15, not 10, yeah, probably been about 10 years, wasn't it? It was just, oh, that's it. Same with Game of Thrones. It's like, well, I've been watching this for that long, learning about all of these characters, and then it ends like that. The worst ending in existence. Fuck Game of Thrones. Fuck the ending. If I ever go back and watch that again, I'm not watching it up to season 8. But season 8 just put me right off it. I don't care for it now. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I've said this a few times. I don't know how many times I've said this on different videos. But it was an idea I came up with, and I would be down 100% for them to do it. So bring out a game, a zombies only game. If you want to call it Call of Duty Zombies, that's whatever. But add in every single zombies map, every remaster, everything. So basically it'd be World at War, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, all of the, you know, the Treyarch zombies. Make that its own game, so you can, you know, you can turn this game on. You've got every map in existence. If you want to add every weapon from all the previous Call of Duties, you can do. Almost like the mutations bit, you know, you have customization as to what weapons and whatever you want to be in the box. Keep in the weapon kits and things like that. Add in every perk from every COD game, and make that its own thing. I would buy that. You know, I'm not paying full price for it. You know, £40, 50 even, at a push, but I'm not spending full price. You know, you could choose whether you want to play it like Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3 or something like that. I'm not sure if they could do that. I'm not sure if it's possible. You know, it would basically be infinitely replayable. It's like, well, you know what, I want to play with Black Ops 3 guns today. Just let me turn on Black Ops 3 and turn everything else off. I want to play 9 with World at War guns. Sure. With its own prestige system and some custom like skins and character skins and weapon attachments and things like that. I think that would be sick. I really do. Even if there was like a character creation, but not for like, obviously you couldn't, well, I mean you could, but I would say make your like character customizable for the maps like town and those kind of characters, you know, the no-name characters. You know, if you want to bring out like custom outfits and things like that for the game, that would be cool. I would pay. I don't know. Let me know what you do. I would play that. I think that would be sick. Personally, I was able to talk so much more yesterday than I am today. I'm trying to talk like I did yesterday. I know what I was saying, but I can't remember how I worded it into conversations, and it's depressing. To be fair, I'm really trying to focus on using these shit guns I've got. It's giving me absolute dog shit guns. I need a fucking paladin and a mog. Oh, come on. The ICR would have been perfect. KN would have been perfect. Any assault rifle in this would have been perfect. If I die, I end it. I don't keep going. I really like the operator mods in this game. You know how every weapon has, well, not every weapon, it's a shame, they should have done it for every weapon, but you know how like every certain weapons have special attachments, like this has the dragon's breath, the vapor's got the knife, you know, the strife's got the knife. You know, just little attachments that make the weapons like super unique. I thought that was quite cool. I'm dead. Ah. Bollocks. And it's game. 26, that's not bad with shit guns though. Yeah, I'm going to end that there. I'm not going to carry on, there's no point. Well, there is, but it sort of ruins it for me. Yay. Right, so you guys go. We're back to zombies. Hope you guys are happy. I might start playing Black Ops 3 again, I'm not sure. We'll see. We will see. I'm not promising anything, like I said, just with the we're wanting to play something else at the moment. Maybe Black Ops does find its way back up in the channel. I know we played a lot of zombies. The problem with like console zombies is it's not as replayable. It's like PC when you've got all these custom maps that you can keep playing and stuff like that. But nevertheless, I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys like listening to me talk shit. I enjoyed this. I do enjoy this game. I really do. I just wish the maps are better. I really do. And I believe we've got 5 more to do. We've got Classified, Dead of the Night, Ancient Evil, Alpha Omega, and then Tag. I'm not looking forward to any of them, apart from Classified. Fuck me. But yeah, subscribe if you're new around here. Would be great. 200,000 by the end of the year. Likes and dislikes and all that good stuff. Discord servers and those kind of important links are in the description. Yeah, it's been Acid. I'll catch you later.